Hello, beloved, and welcome to your message from the big God himself. I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining me. Within this message will be I feel that there should be a disclaimer before I begin with this message in particular. This is for those who truly have a relationship with God, okay? For people who actually pray and apply their prayers to their life, apply what they know of God's word to their life. And this is not just in reading a scripture. This is in praying to God. Let's say an example would be praying to God about a revelation that you need to have in order to receive clarity. And then once you receive that clarity, you forget about God, and then you come back to him again when you need something else. If that's the type of relationship you have with God, this will not be for you. If you have a materialistic relationship with God or on and off relationship with God, this will not be for you. This is for people who truly walk with God, believe in the blood of Jesus, believe in the cause. You know what I'm saying? This is for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Who are Christ like, God like in their ways, you know what I'm saying? Not just in their words and then turn around and do something completely different. If you know that you make unwise choices and decisions, deliberately knowing better and not doing better, don't be foolish enough to think this will resonate with you, because you'd be living in the oblivion of an illusion that your mind will be creating, not me. So put yourself where you fit. Let's begin. So to my initiates, right? So everyone that walks a path with God that they maintain becomes a part of God's life, God's kingdom. It's like you begin to experience life on a different vibration, you know? That's why it might make you, it might have been, at first it might have been a curse to even be like you, because it was like you were forbidden fruit. You were forbidden fruit. But I feel like now God is elevating you in a different way, spiritually based, and giving you an upgrade in your abilities. Okay, so your abilities are being upgraded. This is biologically your DNA, your cell molecules. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? The mitochondria in your body is significant to your evolution, even spiritually, because that's above, so below. What happens within happens without. Let's tap in. Oh, we already tapped in, aren't we? One moment. Let me have a sip here. I'm hearing, when you're calling someone, and then they line directs you to their response, but like it's like you trying to call someone and then you can't reach them, and then you hear the other person on the line saying, unfortunately this person is unavailable or whatever. I feel like this has been happening a lot when it comes to you, in a way that people feel like you have become unavailable. Okay, your unavailability is enabling you to lead the pack. I feel like you're doing well spiritually, and that is what matters most in life. How well are you doing spiritually? It's like a miserable billionaire. It's like I'd rather not be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Make me find true happiness within myself first, so that even with that billion, I'm still as happy as I am without it. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't determine my happiness. The cause shouldn't determine my rank. or who I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the cards. You know what I'm saying? The cards are a tool. All in all, you guys watch me and hear the word, you know, as the vessel, the prophetic vessel. It's like I feel like that's the same thing. You told people. I feel like that's the same thing you're going through, where you told people, you prophesied upon your life in positivity, but it was shut down by people's speculations that you weren't gonna get far, or you'd remain in a certain loop, or things won't take place or take off the way you think or thought. It's just kind of like people projecting their fears onto your reality, so much so that it might have become a part of your life, where you were constantly in fear of something and you didn't even know what it was, but it's like it was just projections. I'm seeing that quite clearly here, that it's like you led a life of that, where a lot of people wanted to change your mind about your own plans and wanted to make you feel like you didn't know what you were doing when you were on target more than they ever could be. Hence you are where you are, and hence they remain where they are. And the proof is in the pudding, kids, right, guys? When I say kids, when I cuss, that's my channeling. You know what I'm saying? That's coming through from my ancestors. I can't control what comes out of my mouth as much as it would seem like I'm in control, because it's me and I'm like you as a person who's just normally speaking. That's not what it is spiritually, because I'm serving. You know what I'm saying? So to those who are insensitive in that regard, I'm sorry, but you'll just have to deal with it. If you don't want to tap in further, please depart with love. Find someone else. Let's proceed here. I'm at work. I'm not here to ego feed or boost, okay? Pardon that. So currently, I feel like God is working on your life, okay? I feel like God is in commune with you, sort of like the relationship you have with God. I see that it's unlike no other. It's like I feel like you have a lot of love for God, because you know God on a level that no one might quite understand, because of what kind of relationship you develop with God. Because after all, that's where it starts. That's where it stems from. It's like you can pray 7 hours and then walk out of that prayer session and continue to be a sinner, which makes that prayer completely void to any usage in any way, spiritually, physically, however, whatever you were praying for, it goes down the drain because you constantly prove God wrong. I don't know if you guys feel like it's like that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you'd need to practice what you preach with God. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit on here and be on this vibration and then I go back to my life and then I don't practice what I preach. That would make me a real life phony. That would make me a poser, and that would make me the fakest person on the planet. Because I'm out here preaching what I'm preaching, and then I expect you to do it. I don't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Or I haven't done the same thing. I haven't been through the same things. Like, nah, my nigga, that's not how it works. It's like we all interconnected within one another, in ways that makes us equivalent in flesh, in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hence, as much as you can be who you are, you will need someone someday for something. You know what I'm saying? People are relative to who we are and who we become. They tell the story because they create the narrative with their actions towards us. And also that's dependent on what kind of bond, history, and relationship we have with those people. Now, let me get the narrative and say you've developed a strong relationship with God, very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Very supernatural, very spiritual, very unreal. because I feel like you are able to believe in God in ways that will earn you certain rank to achieve certain material wealth. This is not in just money matters. This is forms of abundance, different forms of abundance that you are able to have or maintain or attract because you choose to comply in what you know in God to be, not in what you've been told, because what you've been told has always been manipulated, tampered with, or it's just another man's perspective of how they've experienced God. Their level of consciousness and yours is unmatched because you don't walk the same path despite age or race or whatever the hell. But in real life reality, it's like, what do you do on a daily basis, beloved? How do you treat people? How do you see yourself? Therefore, how do you see the world of self? Are you projecting or are you living in authentic truth of what the life you are living is, your reality? Or are you living in delusion, constantly dilating between being good, being bad, or doing good, doing bad, bad deeds, bad cravings, desires, and then wanting to recruit back to the good things when the bad becomes overwhelming? Which sinner are you? Which type of person are you? Are you a sinner? I wouldn't say you were saint, but are you a believer in the cause, in God, in His grand design of life? Or do you choose to believe certain things that fit your comfort zone? Or do you take God as He is? Because if you choose, it's like, to those who feel insensitive when I cuss or whatever, because it's like, I get the whole mumbo jumbo, man, but like, this is like real life based and my life, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you're not here to be comforted, you know what I'm saying? You're here to be built. I'm here for your character development. I'm not here to make you feel good about yourself with lying to you or misguiding the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to pay off my karmic debt in what I owe to God for what He has done for me by constantly serving His people. There's no other way to it in how He has saved me. And I know that. And it's my relationship with Him, and that no one has to understand. Not because of no disrespectful demeanor or conception that I have or attitude even. It's more like, let's all respect the boundaries of our own individuality and understand that what you do, because I'm not there personally looking at you and criticizing you, it doesn't mean I don't feel you doing it to me. And I know you in spirit very well. I feel every single thing you guys say about me. And I know when the gossip is becoming too low vibrational because people are misunderstanding the cause. But you know what I like about my Father? He will reveal and expose all that needs to be seen with time. Keep underestimating me. Keep helping me up my rank. Hoes. Because I said that, does that make... Let's step out of that vibration. We're not kids. We're grown adults. Don't come out here and start being pretentious. Like you do better. It's like, to resonate with any message I portray, to any message I deliver, it would be to understand your own vibration. Hence, I have to give disclaimers in the beginning. So when I say that, if you resonate with the title, it means that you are simply connected to spirit, which is God's spirit, okay? You're connected to Him, to God's spirit, in a form that allows you to tap into things like that, like magical objects, you know what I'm saying? Because things like that are not for people that are going to tell you that you don't know magic does not exist. Firstly, you are so low vibrational with your conscious level of understanding that we cannot have the same caliber of conversation, and that's okay because we are unmatched in that frequency. You do your own thing over there and be your own negative critique of other people's journeys, and believe only in what is comfortable for your comfort zone, and neglect other people's journeys. It's not even about society. Anyway, so to those who do believe in the good magic of life, to those who are tapped into life in that form, who walk that path, who know what that means, what magic is, what it can do, harm, good. It's like all of those things, right? The specificities, can make other people insensitive. When I make an example like spell work, people's unawareness of it doesn't make it any less real than what it is. Just because you're not aware of it or you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not real. Like God, like life, like everything else that makes you trip out about this world thing and that makes you anxious and nervous. It's like you don't need to be aware of something for it to be happening. It will happen. It is happening. Your awareness of it just taps you into it. And it's like with time, you understand God more. The more time you spend with him and the more you allow him to do what he does in your life. And you know what I mean. It takes a certain level of surrender to really truly just let yourself fall, just free fall into an unknown outcome. That's why you can believe in the magical things of life, because you are able to allow yourself to free fall in your belief system in who God is and what form he can take upon your life for your destiny. Tarot is for spiritual beings, the spiritual community. We are one in that. We are all based in the spiritual community. It might not mean we are on the same vibration or frequency or wavelength, but we are tapped into the same thing. You are just tuned into different frequencies, different readers, different tarot readers. And whoever's vessel is high enough to channel the most high, that's what you get from them. And depending on who you are, you love what you love, right? And here you are loving me, not because I'm feeding you my identity and telling you to, but because you just resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? And you tapped in, and that's genuine. And thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that. God is saying, your rank has been increased, beloved. Let's get serious for a little bit. Your rank has been increased. I feel as though a lot of things have been reversed. This being cursed, this generational curse, this karmic debt, you know what I'm saying? Unseen enemies, unseen forces that have been coming to you and trying to attack you. I feel like you have fought privately because you don't constantly post about it or say it or in people's face about it. It doesn't mean you don't go through it, okay? I feel that you've just been silent because that's how you are as a person. You choose to fight your battles in silence until you've redeemed yourself enough within to have the capacity to converse about it, because you don't fight miniature battles. People have no idea how deep and in-depth spiritual warfare can get, because we don't walk the same path, guys. You know the devil to be something else. You know what I'm saying? The devil to other people could be their own family. And because that wasn't your narrative growing up, it doesn't make it unreal to someone else. You just don't know because you're not like them. You're not destined to be like them. And it's either you choose to understand that person or you leave them alone in no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Gossip weakens rank. So when I say things like I hear all the low vibrational conversations, I'm not telling you because I want you to know that I'm hearing it. I'm telling you because I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? just don't say anything about anyone, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know me, you don't know, what you think you know. So it's best as people we stay away from each other's paths with love, because we don't know each other like that to have that sort of opinion. It's best we just move with love and leave it all to God, because who are we to say things about his people? When everyone has a scar of their own that they live with, that they are healing from. Like, it's like we just need to allow ourselves to be individuals at this point. And I feel like this is what people failed to do to you or for you in the past. You were always judged, man. People always had a perception of you that was not true, and they always wanted to feed you into that negativity because they wanted you to believe that about yourself. And with time, I feel like it might have worked. Their projections onto your reality might have been effective, because I feel like this reading is filled with that. I feel like God is opening the portal of the projections of people towards you, okay, and towards me. And I'm feeling all that energy in this message of yours, beloved, that reads as follows. I feel as though you've spoken your truth. Like, you showed that you can be good to people. You showed that you are a good person. You earned the trust. You don't need to keep being on that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to keep proving yourself to anyone who is undeserving of that. And it's not that anyone deserves you to prove them anything, prove them wrong. It's like, you're not doing it for people. If you're doing it for people, you'll always be hungry for them. Their attention, their validation, their thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? If you do it for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm I would genuinely prefer to do my videos with no comments whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But I open them in obedience to my guides, to my ancestors, and what they want to be seen out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when I feel like in the past, because you were so different in how you weren't obedient to what people wanted from you. You knew what you wanted for yourself within. And I feel like it became a beautiful journey to watch as you evolve, for those who truly wanted to see you win. But for those who didn't, watching you right now is just bringing them pain, man. Like, because it's like, firstly, who you have become, what you are capable of now. So the magical objects will come in forms of jewelry. So it's not going to be something of like maybe a plant or like something of an object. It's going to be like jewelry. It's not going to be, that's the specificity. You know what I'm saying? So to those who have been guided to get bangles, right? You just feel like you want to have maybe even one or two or more than that. Whatever is resonating with your spirit, like whatever you feel like you want to have. Maybe you want some rings, like whatever jewelry what earrings, whatever jewelry that's, it could be crystal related, it could be not. It doesn't have to be on that. Whatever is resonating with your spirit is dependent on your own wavelength of life, your own frequency, and how tapped in you are to things. So whatever you attract will be a replication of that. So whatever you wear is symbolic to that. So your spirit guides are going to find you in those forms. You're going to wear your ancestors. So understand that within the next 4 to 14 days, which is 2 weeks, whatever you guided to buy in any jewelry store, anything to put on you, not for anyone else, for you or your child, to those who have kids, No one except that. No boyfriend, no girlfriend, no family member, you or your child, if you have one. To those who have kids, your child included. But in generalized terms, it's, jewelry. It's like it doesn't have to be specific to any spiritual shop. It could literally just be a ring you get at Pandora, but it just called you. You just want to wear it. You just buy that shit. Wear it, keep everything on you. You know what I'm saying? Keep everything on you. Wear it with pride. Don't take it off unless you are touching water. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever you find within the next 4 to 14 days, there's a portal that God has opened for us, for you. He knows what you need, how he can protect you further, and how he can keep your ancestors close to you because of what's to come. So take these pivotal 4 to 14 days to be instrumental in how you narrate your next reality, because this is spiritually based, if you haven't figured already. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of anything, it's like your ancestors want to channel you. They want to be with you and be within you, internally of you, so that you don't deal with any internalized spiritual warfare, like psychological warfare, mental illnesses, and trauma-based thoughts. Like they want to take care of that, and they want to find you, but they have to connect with you. And how you connect with it is you seek. You need to want it. You know what I'm saying? And it starts in that. Once you feel like, yo, not because I told you, I could have activated something within your psyche to tap you in, but it shouldn't be. You shouldn't buy because I said you should. You should buy because that's what you feel within. That will be the timing for your portal, if you get me. Now, with that being said, I want to close off this reading, this message with love. Okay. I want to conclude this by saying this was me to you, prophetic vessel with spiritual news, coming to you, as always, with truth and deliverance. I'm sending you nothing but love, healing, and comfort. Until next time, my collective crew, my breed of people. Okay. Those that understand the cause and understand me. Show some love in the comments. Prove to people what I really mean to you, and what God means to you, and what prophetic vessel, the channel, the cause means to you. Speak your truth about who you know me to be. Whether you know me to be Hood Mystic Tarot, whether you know the Hermit. I am in many forms. This is just one. But I am the voice of the voiceless. To those who believe in me, I thank you. I will continue to do this for you until the end of time, until God, my ancestors, said I should stop and move into something else. But until then, I will remain. For God kept me here. I'm alive, not because I chose my own life. He did. And so was the role he played for you, right? How many times could you have lost your own life, beloved? Knowing and unknowingly. They won't get it. They won't. But it's okay. We're here to establish ourselves, right? I thank you for your time again. I value you and I appreciate you, beloved. Until next time. Bye.